I don't have a ton to say for this episode of Boo've Got Mails. But who would have guessed the secret ingredient to our podcast about romance movies would be a body count? It's really working for me this month. Sure, these aren't your normal dead folk. They're, for some reason, incredibly fuckable. Frankensteins and zombies. Honestly, I kind of hope October lasts for the rest of the year. Welcome to You've Got Mails.
CJ do podcast with Jay.
What's the J stand for?
Welcome to You've Got Mails, everybody. I'm Jason. I'm here with CJ. The power of his love has brought me back to life.
Sexy zombies, man. That's all I gotta say.
Good Lord. Today's episode, we'll be discussing 2013's Warm Bodies.
2013? That long ago?
Yeah, you couldn't tell from the CGI.
Oh, yeah.
But I think didn't age well about this movie. That's probably that.
Well, hey, they made Rob Corddry look good.
Rob Corddry always looks good. You'd seen this before, correct?
I actually saw this on a date night when it came out. Haven't seen it since.
Oh, like saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Opinion change on it at all since then, or you feel about the same?
No, it's definitely a movie. That's about my opinion.
It is about a movie. We'll get into it later, but I remember watching this probably around the time it came out. I feel like, I don't know why, I feel like I watched this with my family at one point, and I didn't think much of it. Like, this movie didn't stick with me, or I didn't really have any memories of it. I don't know if I just wasn't invested in it at the time or paying attention, but now that I actually have to watch this movie so I can talk about this movie, I feel slightly different about it than when I originally watched it, but we can get into that later. But this is Romeo and Juliet with zombies, is what this movie is, in case you didn't notice.
See, if you would have just told me that from the get-go, like, I'd have been more enthused. But then I feel like, I don't know, they took it in a weird place with this. I was like, I can't find the parallels.
I mean, it stops at, like, the characters' names and, like, one balcony scene, which was at the point of the movie where I was like, oh, shit, I get it now.
Yeah.
But it didn't, like...
Oh, they did the thing with the balcony.
They didn't try real hard, but it was clearly like an allegory in some ways for Romeo and Juliet. Two main characters. We have Nicholas Hoult, who plays R.
The Beast,
who is a zombie, and our female counterpart, our love interest, Julie. And the movie starts out with, and I'll tell you, I'll give this movie credit for one thing. They make this inner monologue work. I've been so sick of inner monologue recently. And like this movie, you need it. And
this one's good, man.
They do a really good job. Yeah, you need it. So
like he does a good job of setting this world up.
Absolutely. You know, they take the zombie genre. I'm a big zombie guy, big horror movie guy.
Absolutely. My favorite thing, man.
And they really kind of flip it on its head here because you actually see that these people that have become zombies, they still have their inner thoughts from when they were human. Like, he's walking around an airport in our opening scene, like all the way during the credits, setting up this world, talking about, you know, his day-to-day life, how he just shuffles by and there's other zombies and he doesn't know who they are or what they used to be.
They set it kind of like being the zombie thing is they can't help it. It's like an addiction or something. It's like every time I drive by Taco Bell. I'm like, I have inner thoughts. But now I have a chalupa.
Like, I shouldn't, but I will.
Yes.
But yeah, he kind of he's walking through the airport, kind of discussing. He wonders what these people's lives were like before whatever turned them into zombies. They don't really go too deep into how this all happened. And they talk about kind of the zombie process. You know, you start out as a zombie and eventually one day you just give up and you turn into what they call a bony.
Yes, by peeling your skin off your face.
Yeah, he sees a guy that's just kind of slumped in a corner. I mean, looking depressed even by zombie standards, and just rips half of his face off. And we find out that like basically when you just give up and just the malaise sets in, like you just kind of fucking rip all your skin off, and then you are literally just a mindless flesh-eating machine.
It's like one of the like when a Hollywood starlet like pulls all of her clothes off and runs down the street screaming. This is the equivalent of that.
Does that happen? Has that happened?
Yeah, I don't know. Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, they all seem like they've done that before.
Okay. They all turned into bonies. Just what a terrible name too for the creatures in this.
Well, when the zombies are supposed to be the good guys, then you have to have a bad guy, right?
Yeah, just the name though. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't instill fear.
Yeah, like zombies instills fear. Bonies instills...
Yeah.
I don't know. It sounds like something like you get at like a dinosaur-themed kids restaurant.
Let me get an order of bonies.
Yeah.
And we find out that they all kind of live at the airport, all the zombies. He doesn't really know why. This reminded me of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
How like all the zombies kind of went to the mall because that was like one of the places that they remembered.
Yeah.
And like would all congregate.
It's like the center of social life.
And he makes reference to that, you know. We all used to just wait at airports, and now we're kind of just waiting here for like the next thing to happen for us to eventually give up and turn into the bonies. We find out he has a friend played by Rob Corddry, M. None of them can really remember their names. They don't have any memories of their past lives.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Mercutio, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And Mercutio but like I said, that's where the names and very little ties this movie to Romeo and Juliet, but it is there. And we find out that they kind of still have a little bit of human qualities. They can even say words here and there. Like, they'll get together and just kind of grunt at each other. And once in a while, like, a real word will pop out.
Yeah, he says, like, food.
Yeah.
He goes, let's leave.
Yeah. We also find out that it seems like R is the most advanced of all the zombies. He really seems to have more of a life.
He's really evolved as a man.
He's got his own apartment. Like, he lives in an airplane.
Killer record collection.
Yeah, he collects things. This is like a fucking hipster zombie. Like, he's got a vinyl collection. He's got a guitar in the background. Like, he collects things and takes them back to his little airplane pad.
This reminds me, have you ever read any books by Christopher Moore?
No.
There's a great book called The Stupidest Angel that involves a lot of zombies coming back for one reason or another. And they're hunting for brains and stuff.
Yeah.
And one zombie's like, wait, why are we like this? Why do we should get brains, but also like, I aspire for better things, like putting together cheap furniture or running a 5K and they're just marching through town, killing people and chanting about IKEA. This reminded me of this.
Well, speaking of traveling, we find out that through his inner monologue, the bonies will eat anything with a heartbeat, essentially. So will the zombies, he says, but they're a little more conflicted about it. It's not something that they enjoy doing, but like you said, Taco Bell.
Exactly.
You get that urge. You can't help yourself. And they gotta eat. Zombies gotta eat. So, and they only can eat one thing. They can't eat regular food. So, but he says that because they all kind of share the same taste, they travel in packs. To hunt, basically. Like, they go out, they leave the airport in a big bunch, and they travel, and they look for people to eat.
And this is the first time I was kind of jealous, because if you've ever gotten that many people together and tried to get them to go to the same fucking restaurant.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, these guys were all just like, let's do it. We all know what we want, let's go.
Yeah. So from there, we cut to our survivor camp, which is where we get our humans of the movie, which is our other half of the Romeo and Juliet connection. You got the Capulets and the Montagues, you got your zombies, you got your humans.
Yes.
We get some sweet, sweet John Malkovich action.
Not enough of it.
No, this guy was criminally underused in this movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
But he is like the leader of the...
They made a movie with his name in the title.
Yeah.
And he was underused in the movie. Like, the guy really should just be the only character in most movies he's in.
He's fantastic. He's kind of the leader of this human encampment. We find out that they've built walls around the city to keep the zombies out. Smart move. Nothing wrong with that logic. But they set up teams that go out and gather resources and come back. And this is all, zombie survival 101. You got to leave the walls. Got to get food, got to get medicine, got to get all the things.
This brings me to my first question. Have we done this before? How would you survive?
Oh, no, we haven't.
Yeah,
why would we? We're doing a podcast about chick flicks. Why would we ever talk about how to survive a zombie apocalypse?
I feel like it comes up naturally a lot in my life. So what's your plan? I know you have one.
Yeah, I've thought about it. Like... It's such a weird thing. Like, you got to go and you got to get the supplies. You got to, like, I definitely think I would try to group up with other survivors. You have to. You can't just be that guy that, like, holds up in his house by himself. Like, I have no weapons. I have no real,
Yeah.
I'm big. I'm strong. Like, I feel like I could be of use to someone, but I need someone a little smarter than me. So I feel like I would end up becoming someone's muscle. Like, I would find a smart person with a plan and just help them out.
I like it.
Yeah, like
I mean, you gotta know, you gotta play your role, right?
Yeah, exactly. You
gotta know your strengths.
I'm not the brains. I'm the brawn of this operation. So I'll come in. I'll whack some zombies. You feed me. I'll do what you need. But
like that.
Like, I don't really have a spot where I would hold up. Like, I try to think of like places without. Like, I work in a warehouse, and I feel like that would be a good place to hold up because there's not really any like windows. Not a lot of doors. Like everything's like a roll-up garage door. It'd be easily fortified. I might go to work. That might be where I'd spend my fucking...
So basically you're like a zombie, where you're like, we just go to the places we were when we were alive.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm just going to
go to work.
I'm going to hang out at work.
Try to get one last shift in before it all goes to hell.
Yeah. What about you?
I think, first things first, just absolutely murder everybody in a Walgreens and get all those sweet meds.
Wow.
Because that's going to be currency.
Yeah.
And if all else fails,
food,
yeah. I mean, I know how to build things. I'm not the brawn, but I can build houses. I know how to make water filters. Yeah. Things like that.
I think we both play very important roles in a post-zombie apocalyptic society.
I've always thought the funnest, though, get as much bulletproof stuff as possible on me and get bitten and just be like this bulletproof zombie roaming around.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought that'd be fun, just in a riot suit or something.
Yeah, well, you get bit first and then you put it all on.
Yeah, and then you just, every once in a while you see that guy that's just completely bulletproof. He can't bite. He's wearing like a face shield.
If you're going to go out, just be a pain in the ass for everybody else.
Absolutely. I think it'd be great.
I assumed your first stop would be Taco Bell after our conversation. I didn't know.
It's on the list. Trust me.
This is too much. I need a chalupa. We meet our female lead, Julie. She's with a small group, and we find out that she's actually John Malkovich's daughter.
Yep.
Which surprises me. Like, good for her for going out and doing the dirty work. When you're the daughter of the guy running the big encampment, you don't think he'd be sending you outside the walls to get medicine and stuff like that, put you in danger.
No, man.
So good for her.
No Nepo babies here.
No,
And they really make John Malkovich seem to be the bad guy in this, and he's not.
He's just rational.
He's a guy he's a rational guy. He got a city fortified. He's keeping survivors alive.
We find. I mean, the whole movie. Every time, I don't want to get too far ahead, but every time, like, R and her almost run into the humans, like they would shoot you in the head first sight. Well, fucking yes, they would. They don't know you can talk. They don't know you're any. Like, you've probably eaten members of their family.
All they know is that's the guy that ate Dale. You know what I mean? Like, kill him.
Yeah, exactly. And like Malkovich says, like, his wife was bitten and they had to kill her. Like, he's been through the shit, Yeah, Malkovich isn't a bad guy in this.
Not at all.
But we also get a Franco. The non-problematic Franco.
Yeah, the less rapey Franco. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah, Dave.
Well, at least as far as I know. I'm hoping.
Yeah, right.
I mean...
but he was probably at the Diddy parties. We don't know.
Yeah.
Dave Franco plays Perry, who is Jolie's boyfriend at the time. But he seems like kind of a dick. But he's not really... They don't give you enough reason to dislike Perry.
He's just a teenage boy.
Before he meets his untimely end. And we kind of get a little bit of backstory on why he is the way he is right at this very moment. Nothing really outright wrong with him.
No.
I don't want to say he got cyclopsed, but he in a way...
He didn't deserve it.
No, like we didn't. They certainly didn't give us a reason to want to see what happened to this guy. But let's get to that. They are actually. This is really funny because we get like their little group of people, and we see them walking through the city, going to wherever they're going, and then we get another scene of the zombies all kind of walking to wherever they're going, and it felt like a real Jets versus Sharks kind of scenario. Like I was waiting for them to like come around a corner, and they both just be staring at each other, and then start snapping their fingers.
Yeah.
But that's not what happens. The human survivors end up in like a little, I don't know what this place is. It looks kind of like a little laboratory.
It looks like they're scoring meds,
yeah,
man. They're doing the right work.
Yeah, they're definitely scoring meds. They're in like some kind of like a testing place. It's probably like a Express Health kind of deal. Like a Med Express place.
That's currency.
Yeah. They don't seem like they've been trained the best. Like they're a little lackadaisical. There's one guy sitting on the floor just playing like a PSP. And Franco's kind of like, let's hurry it up. We got stuff to do. And he's just like, I don't really want to. And the only like really bad thing, Franco is just talking about how they need to get the meds and get out. And Julie says, you sound like my dad. I'm like, yeah, he's just being rational. Yeah. Like, he's like, we've got a job to do. Like, I don't want to dick around out here with the zombies for too long.
Yeah, we got safe places to play PlayStation.
Yeah, but she says this like as like a shot to him because, she doesn't like the fact that everything's walled in and they're keeping themselves off from everything else, which everything else is just murder monsters.
Have you seen the Bonies?
Yeah, I would be behind a wall too.
Yeah.
But we get we start to hear like growls coming from outside the door, and all of a sudden the group of zombies bust in with R, and Rob Corddry's with them, M, and they attack. These survivors are not prepared. They're all terrible shots. They all know they have to shoot for the head. They don't score like one headshot.
No, they're just spray and pray, man.
Yeah, I mean, R gets shot in the chest. I think think Rob Corddry gets shot a couple times, but nobody's shot in the head. But this is like where, R kind of wanders in after everything starts happening, and he sees Jolie. Like, there's this slow motion, like, romantic, like, she's on the ground, like, cocks the shotgun, and we get the fucking zombie sploosh.
Yeah.
Like, he sees her, and he's like, oh my. He's like, this is an attractive woman with a shotgun right here. He should be afraid for his, I don't want to say for his life, because he's a zombie, but he doesn't seem to care.
What's the song they're playing?
I don't know. There's so many songs. I'll say there's a good soundtrack to this. Music plays a pretty big part in this.
It's not only some good old-fashioned hits, but some newer music, things like that. They get around on this movie.
Yeah, they make it. It's a nice mix. But this is where Franco meets his end. You know, he is up on a counter about to shoot a zombie, and R grabs his feet up from underneath him and eats him. Then we find out from R that when these zombies eat the brains of their victims, they get their memories. It's almost like they get a little bit of life from eating the brain.
Yeah.
They don't have their own memories, but when they eat the brain, they get to see a little bit. It looks like
a fancy little trip.
Yeah, it is exactly what it is. Like they're eating mushrooms.
I like the fact that in this, he is eating his brains, and therefore he can see some of his past. But he's like, I'm not totally full. Let me pocket some of these brains for later. Like, he's thinking ahead, like right now, if you were to look in my hoodie pocket, 2 chalupas. But this guy's got brains shoved in his pocket. Like, meanwhile, he's like macking on this guy's girlfriend, coming up in the scenes ahead with just pockets full of the boyfriend's brain.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, so he eats Franco's brains, and like CJ said, he stuffs a handful in his hoodie pocket.
It's like when my mom would go to Ponderosa and just bring out the Ziploc bags and start shoving shit in them in the corner.
But they had the best wings.
Yeah, they did.
But pretty much this whole group of survivors gets wiped out. And as R is eating the brains, he sees Jolie and Perry's, like them meeting, falling in love. So he essentially almost like has these memories of falling in love with this girl. He experiences them.
Yes.
And he's already splooshed for before he even had these. So this just kind of amplifies things, I feel like, for him. And he gets up and he goes to her and says her name. And all the other zombies are around like sniffing, because the zombies, they sniff out their food. That's how they can tell.
Yeah.
They smell. There was one other girl from the group that gets away. Her name is Nora. She'll play a little bit of a part later. So she just fucks off somewhere. We don't really see her anymore, but she got away. The only person left is Jolie. And R walks up to her and rubs blood on her face and just tells her, like, I'll keep you safe. But in his, like, grumbly, whatever, zombie talk.
I got you, girl.
Yeah, he tells her safe. And he stands her up and walks her out the door with the other zombies. So this is you've got the goo on you. They can't tell that you're a zombie.
Like a tiny, tiny bit. It's like a tablespoon of goo on her face.
Yeah, that's all it takes, buddy.
Yeah, that's all it is.
Just a little bit of goo gets the job done.
Apparently.
And he walks her out and then walks her all the way back to the airport with these other zombies. He essentially kidnaps this woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he takes her back. There's not much to say to that.
Yeah, he straight up kidnaps her.
Yeah. But he gets her back to the airport and takes her in his little airplane apartment. And she is clearly freaked out by all this. She is with a zombie. Like, she is used to these things eating. Like, her boyfriend just got eaten by one of them.
And instead, this one's rocking out Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, eventually he does. Yeah. She's freaking out. And it's funny because he's kind of like, well, I can tell when a girl needs her space in his inner monologue.
Yeah.
And he leaves her alone. He goes out somewhere and he eats more of Franco's brains because he's got a pocket full of brains. And we get a little bit more backstory. The first scene is like an uncomfortable dinner with Malkovich and her, like where he's first meeting the dad. And Perry is in like agriculture and like he's got hope. Like he's like a hopeful guy, kind of like Jolie is. And she wants to take him outside the wall because she hates the walls. And this is a great reason to not go outside the fucking walls. So they go outside the wall. They run into Franco's zombified dad, and she has to shoot dad in the head. And this is kind of like where he turns into like a little bit more of like a cold and heartless individual.
As you would.
That's why you stay in the goddamn walls. Like it's
It's zombie apocalypse. Dad leaves. He's supposed to come back in 2 days. It's been 4 days. You know what happened.
Yeah.
Don't go searching.
Yeah.
He's not like, oh, I'm going to grab a pack of smokes and never coming back.
Yeah. And then
he's gone.
And then there's like a little scene where Franco's basically enlisting into like the zombie apocalypse military, where
with all the other models.
yeah, a bunch of handsome men dressed in army fatigues.
Everybody in this away team is the most. They're just, you saw how they shot.
Yeah,
They do not recruit based on like actual survivability. It's just how hot are these people, and can we get them out to these zombies?
and listen, I'm going to tell you right now. If there's ever a zombie apocalypse and I get put in charge of like an encampment like this where we're inside the walls and we're sending out away teams, it's all the Uggos. We're sending the Uggos out, CJ.
Can't wait.
We got to reproduce. We got to reproduce. We're both going to be on the away team. But he comes back to the airplane to see Julie again. He brings her a blanket, and she kind of starts to try to communicate with him, like asks why he saved her. And he can't say much. He's just kind of like, keep you safe again. Throws on a Guns N' Roses record, a little Patience, and sits down in the seat across from her. They just kind of look at each other. And we get like an X-ray shot inside his chest, and his heart beats
one time.
And you're like, I don't know, is it the Guns N' Roses? Is it the girl? I don't know. Because I tell you what, I hear that song Patience, I get a little welled up inside. That's a good one. Should have played
Welcome to the Jungle. He'd have come back to life.
At this point, Julie lets him know that she needs food. So I don't even know where he's going. He leaves the airplane to go help her get food, apparently. Not that he knows what a human eats or what to bring her.
Yeah, do you want some brains?
Yeah.
I have a pocket full of
I've actually got a pocket full of James Franco brains, if you're interested.
Dave Franco.
But this was just her excuse to like try to escape. So he comes back to the airplane and she's gone. And she is outside hiding because all the zombies have basically surrounded her and are sniffing her out. And he gets her up off the ground and just tells her basically to play dead, which I like this a lot. He starts to walk and she's like really getting into it. Like she's giving it the.
He turns out he's like, too much.
Yeah, he's like, you're doing too much, Julie. Please slow it down. But he gets her out of there. They find like a nice big can of fruit cocktail.
So she eats a can of fruit cocktail,
like a giant can of fruit cocktail.
It cuts to what she has. And did you catch what she had? Like all the cans. It is all beans. There are multiple types of beans, all beans. She's trying to send a message here. Like, this ain't going to happen. This woman is going to have diarrhea for 3 days. She's just going to be farting.
He's a rotting corpse. You think he smells great?
Yeah, that's true, I guess. But, I mean, it's all beans, and then she gets an 8-year-old Corona. Corona already, like, it's a good beer, but it already tastes like it's a little past its date.
It's a little skunky.
Yeah, it's a little skunky already. Could you imagine an 8-year-old warm Corona? You're on an airplane. Where are the little tiny bottles of booze?
That's what I wrote in my notes. That's got to be the skunkiest beer ever.
Oh, God. And she's like, this is the best.
She's like, I haven't had a beer in forever. I'm like,
you should try it cold and not filled with bacteria.
Yeah, I'm like, are you even 21? Were you even 21 when the apocalypse started? Like, when did you ever have a beer?
Yeah.
No wonder you're like, this is delicious. It's like when you're a kid and someone gives you a beer, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's good. And meanwhile, you're like, oh, my God, I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
She has no idea. That was probably her first beer. She tells R that she wants to leave, and he keeps telling her, like, he has to come up with excuses, like, how to keep her. He's super awkward this entire time. Like, he'll just be staring at her, and his inner monologue, he's like, don't be weird, don't be weird, don't be weird, and he's just fucking staring.
He's just drooling.
Yeah, he's staring. And she wants to leave, and he kind of explains to her, you can't leave yet. They'll notice. You know, we have to wait till, like, the suspicion from the other zombies dies down. But you know what doesn't raise suspicion? Just taking a joyride in a sports car.
Yeah, like, oh, we got to stay here, but we're going to steal a sports car and just whip it around.
Yeah, this part drove me nuts because he explains to her that they can't leave because it's too suspicious. He takes her out of the airplane. They go and find like a nice sports car that was parked at the airport, and they just drive it around the tarmac for a while zombies are watching, and none of them seem to care. Like, they're just like, whatever.
There goes R again, doing his weird shit.
Yeah, we see this every day. She teaches him how to drive, which goes pretty well. Like, he actually ends up driving the car towards the end of the training session, and he's doing all right. And then we get like one of my favorite things, we all know I love, a good montage.
Well, yeah, a little dressing him up, a couple weird pairs of sunglasses.
Yeah, he's playing her more records. We find out that he likes
farts.
We find out that he likes the records because they sound more alive. He's the most pretentious. Like, this is every vinyl collector.
Yeah.
Ever. Yeah, like, just the sound quality is so much better.
It's good to know douchebaggery makes it through the apocalypse, you know?
Yeah, he's keeping it alive. So they sleep. Well, you know, she goes to sleep. We find out that, like, zombies don't sleep. He talks about how, like, they don't dream. and he's in the cockpit eating more
He just
brains.
stays up all night eating Franco.
Yeah, he's eating more Franco brains in the cockpit.
Frank and beans.
I actually think that this was Franco beans. This was the point where they had the flashback where he joins the military. I got ahead of myself a little bit. And then we see him join the military. We actually see them go out on this mission, and then we see R basically eat himself, because we see right up to the point Franco dies. So he's watching him attack Franco from Franco's point of view.
And he's disgusted in his behavior.
Yeah, it kind of
it's the first clue. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is awful.
It kind of shakes him, which, I mean, he's always known. Like, he's always said throughout the movie that they don't want to do it. They can't really help themselves. But now he's actually seen what he looks like when he's, like, ready to eat.
It's true, though. It's like, not to harp on the subject at all, but if you showed me a video of me eating Taco Bell, I probably wouldn't enjoy it. Like, I'd probably have to think about myself.
Oh, my God, what am I doing? But, he has his little Franco-induced trip, and then when he comes out of it, Julie is gone again. So she's, like trying to escape again, it seems like. He comes across her wielding a weed whacker in the middle of the airport terminal, like fighting off a group of zombies, Rob Corddry included. And R saves her. And he actually kills one of his own.
Yeah.
Takes him out. And Rob Corddry is, like, upset by this at first. He's like, he only says he's hungry. He's just trying to eat this poor woman.
He comes up and he's like, bro?
Yeah, he's trying to eat this poor woman. But he can't really, like, he won't stop R, but he's upset that R is, like, taking his food, basically. And now the bonies are out, too. There's a bony chasing after them. And the bonies, you don't fuck with the bonies. You can't reason with a bony.
No,
like,
man.
You were able to be like, Rob Corddry, back off. Like, this is my girl. The bonies ain't going to have it.
No. Because Rob Corddry, he's sort of into it fast. He's like, you don't do this sort of thing. And he's like, or maybe we do. And we're good with this.
He saves them like a minute later. Like, he's upset, and then they escape the bonies, and they're about to get eaten by like 3 of them. Yeah. And Rob Corddry doesn't need driving lessons. He just drove up like in like the luggage thing that like they use to fill the planes.
Yeah, it takes like 3 of them out.
Runs them right over, and then he's like, get in. Yeah. And they get in.
And he really missed the chance to be like, come with me if you want to live.
You want to stay undead. He saves them and takes them to where the convertible is, and there's a bunch of zombies in this parking garage, and they're all kind of like swarming Julie in a way. And R walks up and holds her hand, and that's all it takes. Like, all of a sudden, all the zombies are like, aw. Aw.
We can still sleep with these things. We don't need to eat them all.
So they decide to, it's time for Julie to leave. She's like, I have to go back home.
Well, you've done fucked up the pecking order of things here. So
yeah, right.
The natural balance is screwed.
So they hop in the convertible and they start driving. Apparently don't know how to put the roof up because they're driving through like a torrential downpour.
Yeah.
And Julie's like, oh my God, it's cold. I'm wet. We need to stop. So they stop into this little suburban area, this little plan that she says was like the last neighborhood her dad liberated before they moved into the walls and everything. And she says, maybe there's still some food here. They get into the little house, and she lets R know that the bed upstairs is still in pretty good shape.
Hey.
Wink, wink. And actually invites him up to sleep, but on the floor. Just sleeping on the floor, guy.
Yeah.
Not getting in the bed. I'm like, she knows he doesn't sleep, right? Like, I don't even know what she wants. She does say, she's like, I feel creeped out sleeping in these rooms by myself, so why don't have a zombie?
I have a guard zombie.
Yeah, lay on the floor next to me. Cut back to the airport, and we get a scene where, like, all the zombies, Rob Corddry kind of leads the group, and they're all looking at this big ad on the side of a wall, these 2 people holding hands. And this is, like, changing the zombies. Like, we get, like, all of their chests light up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little weird. But you can see, like, their like an outline of their heart in their chest, and it kind of lights up.
I thought it was kind of weird in this movie is they spend a lot of time putting down ground rules. And then they also do some things where they don't explain it at all. They're just like, yeah, love cures the shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, don't think about it too hard.
Yeah.
But like, I like,
which is fine. I like
the first 20 minutes is him explaining every bit of this process. You know what I mean?
Well, they don't know what the cure is yet, so I mean, it's new to everybody.
It's proper advertising.
We get a scene of the bonies kind of rush all the zombies because now, like they said, the bonies let anything with a heartbeat. So these zombies are starting to have a change, and the bonies are suspicious. Like, they don't attack them right away, but they kind of get up and get in Rob Corddry's face and shake him down a little bit. Like, there's a little bit of a tense standoff where you think the bonies could possibly eat him.
Well, and there's a point in which he says, like, the bonies are collecting they're looking for you, they're mad at us, and it's like, maybe they actually are also kind of smart. Like, they have a plan, they're just evil.
Like I said, they'll eat anything with a heartbeat. So I feel like this is just, they opened up a second Taco Bell and they're like, oh yeah. Back to the neighborhood where they're staying, and she's laying in bed and R's on the floor, and she's talking to him about what a good person he is. Like how he saved her multiple times, and he's better than most of the people that actually live inside the walls, and he has a heart and he cares. And this makes him feel a little guilty, so he lets her know that like he ate Perry, Franco. He puts his watch up on the... Because apparently not only did he steal his brain, he also fucking took the guy's watch. Yeah. He is a hoarder. I mean, he's got a ton of shit. I can only imagine, like, he's got so much stuff in that airplane. He must have got it off of every person that he killed. Oh. Because, like, he took a watch from Franco. So he's just out there. He ran in and killed a hipster at one point, took his whole record collection.
It's like trophies.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Oh, man.
And she handles it actually pretty well, where she's just to the point where she's like, I kind of had a feeling you might have eaten him.
Yeah.
But I didn't want it to be true. And she rolls over and goes to bed, like kind of upset, and he feels ashamed. And then R has a dream. He sees himself in like this bright, it's like one of the only times in the movie.
It's a bright color palette.
Yeah.
Like, it's very different.
Yeah, the whole movie is shot. Everything's very gray and dark.
Yeah, he doesn't look like shit.
Yeah, he has this dream and he walks up on Julie, Nora, who was the other girl that was in the party that escaped.
Davy Franco. And they're all talking about like what they want to be. And they look at him and they can see him and they're like, well, what do you want to be? And he says like, oh, I don't even know what I am. And she's like, you can be anything you want to be. And he's like, I can be us. We can be whatever we want to be. Barista.
And then he wakes up from the dream and Julie is gone. She has left his ass, which I thought was a dick move. First of all, why did you take him with you? You took him away from his airport home, drove I don't know how far, and then left him at like a suburban area where a military patrol just rolled through.
Yeah, earlier that night. Yeah, her dad actually rolls through. She could have looked out the window at that point and been like, hey, Dad, can I get a ride?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she has like left him there and gonna dicked him over. She goes back to the encampment, and they make it pretty clear that even though she's Malkovich's daughter, if she was infected, he was going to put her down right there.
Oh, totally.
They make a big deal out of like not letting her in. Yeah.
Yeah, they're checking her eyes. They got little scanners to scan for infection.
Yeah.
Malkovich really has his shit together.
He does.
Like, this town is well put together.
The guy's a great leader.
Yeah.
R is just kind of wandering because he doesn't know where to go because he's been left behind. And he runs into Rob Corddry and like all of his zombies. They came and found R. And
yeah.
This was the friend love that always tugs at my heartstrings. It was like they came and found him.
Yeah, well, they came to warn him that the Bonies are looking for him.
Yeah, well, also to tell him that they're changing. So
yeah, the Bonies have unionized.
Yeah, it was kind of a great line because Rob Corddry asks him, like, where's Julie? Like, where did she go? And he explains to him that she just left him. And Rob Corddry's like, bitches, man. Who needs them? Oh. But he tells them too, he's like, we're changing, like something's happening with us, and now the Bonies are looking for the two of them. Because for whatever reason, the Bonies are pissed off that like they're changing things. And maybe the Bonies just realize that like if the zombies and humans can coexist and they can get better, then they're just screwed. Yeah. Because everybody else outnumbers the Bonies. And then we get like a great slow hero walk of like all the zombies walking through a city street to Rock You Like a Hurricane by the Scorpions.
Which is a great amp up song, to be honest.
It is. They get to right near where the encampment is. And I thought this was cool. R had all the memories of them sneaking out from the inside.
So he knew the secret passage.
He could like reverse it and go sneak in.
Is this like Fenway Park or something? Or
I don't know. They don't really say where this takes place. They're at a baseball stadium and they can sneak through there. Which leads you to believe like it was only a matter of time before a zombie ate someone from the encampment and figured out how to get in there. So they're goddamn lucky it was just R and not like, like a zombie that came in looking to eat people. So he gets in. This is where we get the real like beat you over there, the Romeo and Juliet shit.
They were like, oh yeah, we forgot about this. We better get some some good Shakespeare stuff in here.
Nora and Julie are like up in her room and she's telling her all about R and about how he communicate and he has feelings and she actually misses him. And, Nora gives her a hard time about it being her zombie boyfriend. And then Jolie is out on a balcony, and R comes to the bottom and like calls for her.
As you do when you're named Julie.
That's right.
You go out on balconies, wait for things.
They let him in, and she hugs him and tells him she misses him, and even like comments on the fact that he feels warmer.
Yeah.
You know, like things are kind of changing for him.
And Nora, who's like training to be a nurse, kind of gives him a checkup and is, you know, giggling about it the whole time, but like trying to see what's going on with it. She's like the voice of scientific reason.
Yeah. So they decide, he comes in and like tells, you know, she asks why he came. He's like, well, I have to tell everybody that like we're getting better. Like things are changing. Something's happening.
Also, the bonies are coming.
I
led them here.
They decide that, you know, they have to go and talk to her dad. But they have to find a way to like make him look a little more convincing and less zombie-like. So we get a fucking makeover montage too, which I love that.
Yeah. Which they start with Pretty Woman.
Yeah, Roy Orbison.
Yeah, and she immediately cuts it off to play that, who is it, Emma?
M83?
M83,
I think that's,
yeah.
I don't even know the song.
That song made me feel old when this movie came out. Now it makes me feel fucking ancient.
But they give him like the big makeover. They take him to where the dad is, and you can tell there's like something happening. There's like a big to-do going on. Like they're kind of rallying the troops, and nobody really knows why. So they get into where he's at, and Jolie starts to talk to Malkovich, and she's telling him like the zombies are changing, like something's happening, like they're coming back to life, and Dad doesn't believe it. And R's like, well, I'll go talk to him. And he comes out and like tries to talk to him, but can't like make any words happen. Like he is just he is nervous and doesn't know what to say. And it's meeting your girlfriend's dad for the first time. Yeah. You're like, I don't know what to do. And Malkovich is ready to shoot him. Thankfully, Nora
calls him out, knows immediately. He's like, you're a motherfucking zombie.
Yeah. He knows right away. Nora puts a gun to the back of Malkovich's head and tells Jolie and R to get the hell out of there.
And I like the line, because Malkovich is like, you wouldn't have shot me. And she's like, yeah, I would have.
Yeah. But we find out, too, that the reason that they were kind of rallying the troops is because there have been reports of, like, zombie herds and bony herds, and they're all descending on the city. Because the zombies are all drawn.
This is where we go action flick.
Yeah. For about 3 minutes, we get a full-on action movie.
They're deploying troops. People are screaming in the radios. There's assault rifles.
Yeah. So they're trying to get out, and Jolie and R are trying to escape. Like, I don't know where they're planning on going, but they're trying to get away from her dad because her dad wants to kill R now. And they run into all the zombies now. They come back to the stadium, and everybody's there. And the bonies are trying to get in. So they, you know, R and Jolie again are like, just keep them off of us. I don't know, where the fuck are they going? I have no idea. They have no plan. I don't know what their plan is.
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah. So I guess it's because the bonies are after them specifically.
Yes.
So they need them to kind of run interference. And then we just get a bunch of scenes, like action scenes, where the bonies are fighting the zombies. The soldiers are getting attacked by the bonies, and the zombies are saving them. At one point, like a zombie like kills a bonie with a fire extinguisher and then offers a hand to help. We see like Rob Corddry, like, you know, thank God these soldiers had some fucking self-control, because they walk into a room where it's just bonies and zombies fighting each other. If this was a normal zombie movie, they would just open fire on that whole crowd.
Absolutely. If this was just normal life, they'd open fire on that crowd.
But the one soldier gets on the comms and he's like, zombies fighting bonies, like, we don't know who to shoot.
Cats sleeping with dogs, living in sin.
And Rob Corddry throws a bonie at their feet and he's like, shoot that one. And they do. R and Jolie are trying to escape, and they're in like the upper levels of the stadium, and they come to like this ledge to the outside where they have like nowhere to go. And the bonies are like descending upon them, like a large group of them. And R takes her and holds her and just jumps out of the building like backwards to protect her from falling. And they fall in like a fountain. And R like smacks his head off the bottom of the water. And I was like, oh, man, fucking, is he dead? Because like he's already a zombie. Like, I don't know how this works.
Brain trauma is how you kill those guys.
Yeah. But she like pulls him up out of the water, and he comes out, and his like pupils undilate, and his eye color comes back. And that's like your sign. And I knew right away, like, he's alive again. Like, the guy is better. They kiss.
That's no longer rigor mortis.
Oh, gross. They kiss, and he immediately gets shot. It looked like in the heart. He's right in the chest, this guy gets shot. And it's her dad, and she's like pleading with him not to kill him, and like shows him like he's bleeding.
Yeah.
Like the zombies
don't bleed.
Zombies don't bleed. And this is when Malkovich finally like realizes that like, okay, things are changing. Like they're getting better.
Yeah, he's still a good guy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he has spent the last X amount of years fighting a war.
It took a little bit of reasoning, but like the man isn't beyond reason.
He's like, wait a second. She's right. Maybe I don't need to kill these guys.
Yeah.
We can train them to push shopping carts or something.
Yeah, the guy's not beyond reason. Like, it just, as any normal person would be after being in a zombie apocalypse, you'd be a little wary of the zombies.
Yeah.
Especially if one was dating your daughter. But we get a scene of them, like, driving, he's driving them back, and we get R's inner monologue again, just talking about how, like, getting shot in the chest is, like, some of the worst pain he's ever experienced, but it's also, like, really nice to, like, just experience pain and love. And then we get, like, a little montage of all the zombies, kind of integrating themselves back into life. And, like, the more the people interact with them and accept them, the better
more
they get.
Become alive.
Yeah,
we get Rob Corddry macking on a girl in the park.
Yeah, and
he has a great line there too, and he's like, "You are very pretty," and she's like, "Oh, thanks," and he's like, "Now you're supposed to tell me that I'm very pretty."
And he can't open an umbrella, and he's like, "Sorry, zombie fingers."
yeah.
Which might be the only time they use the term zombie, when he says zombie fingers, because they're called corpses.
Oh, that's true.
Throughout the movie.
That's a on-running zombie tradition. And in zombie movies, they never use the word.
And we get scenes of like little kid zombies playing hide and seek with their little kids, and a guy.
It's no fair. If you can smell humans, hide and seek when you can smell humans is not
true.
fair.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Another scene of like a guy playing baseball with a zombie in a field, like throwing the ball at him, and like bounces off his chest a few times, and he finally catches it. So you see that like everybody is kind of finally like accepting the zombies. Everything's getting better. The world is healing itself, CJ.
See, what they don't show is
the zombies have come home.
They don't show is all the people that like put down their loved ones earlier that year that had like turned into zombies.
Yeah,
they're like
all I had to do was tell Dad I loved him. Shit.
Shit.
And then we get a scene of R and Jolie sitting up on a hill, and she's like asking him if he doesn't remember his name still, and he says no, and she's like, "Well, you could just pick any name you want," and he was like, "I kind of like R." Like, that's the name you gave me. Like, this is my new life. I'm going to pick this name as my name. And then we get a scene of, like, all the walls imploding. Like, they've blown up the walls.
Yes.
Terrible fucking idea. Like,
keep the walls.
Things aren't over yet. Like,
think about it a little bit.
What if there's more bonies? Like, this is just one small concentrated area
of the
city.
Well, no, he does say the bonies, like, they hunt them down with the zombies. They're like, there was really no hope
in that area. Are they hunting them down through the entire country?
You're right.
Like, you've got the two people that have cured the zombie problem, and the bonies are attracted to them, and you've got them living inside these walls. Maybe give it a fucking beat before you decide to tear down the fucking wall. Like, it's not like don't overreact. Is all I'm saying. Because like, flash forward a month and this whole like fucking encampment is decimated and everyone's dead.
For all the zombies, they're all just like, we had them fooled, and they just start eating them.
Yeah. Roll credits. That's that, CJ. Would you like to give this movie any flowers, or perhaps a lukewarm Corona that's been sitting out in the open for 8 years?
Oh God, my stomach. So we saw last week was Lisa Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
Week before that was the Fishman Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we've seen a lot of people acting, like physically acting in weird ways.
Yeah. Look at physical comedy.
Yeah, and I will say that Nicholas Hoult, is that his name?
Yeah.
Didn't really pick it up. He just... I know he had a lot of screen time, but it just seemed like every time he moved, it was a different way than the time before.
Well, I thought he got more human as the movie went on. Like, that's what I thought. He does,
but I don't know. It just didn't feel the same.
I liked his performance in this.
I didn't think he had the physical part of it. Now, not to say, like, the character was good, and he was pretty decent. I thought Rob Corddry pulled it off a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, his movements, like, you could tell that he was there to be funny. There's a great shot at the very beginning. They're sitting at the airport bar,
mm-hmm.
and Nicholas Hoult looks over and goes, "Food." And he goes, "City?" And they both get up, and Rob Corddry motions for the check real quick, and then looks at his hand and walks away. And it is brief. It's like a quarter of a second. I'm like, oh, that's great. Yeah. Like, he just did that, you know?
Yeah, I didn't even catch that. I like that. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. I love zombie shit. So this one, like, I think it gets extra points for me just for being a zombie movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have much. The only thing I could really think of that I wanted to call out was the fact that at the end, when they kiss, at no point between the time that he ate Dave Franco and then continually munched on that man's brains for the entirety of the movie, did this guy have a chance to like brush his teeth or use any mouthwash? And you got to figure this guy's been eating human flesh for how long? That had to have been a nasty kiss.
That's true.
That's true love right there.
Yeah.
And they went tongue and everything. So I mean, she was kissing Dave Franco all over again, in my mind.
I have no witty retort to that.
That's because it's just gross.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right, let's chick flick it to a dick flick.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, do you want to go first? I don't have much for this one, so maybe you'll spark something in me.
I wanted to go with the crossover. I wanted to be that scene where they're marching through the city to the Scorpions.
Yeah.
They're immediately all just gunned down. And there's Rick Grimes and the crew. Like, it's just, it's over.
Oh.
I want to see, it's the Walking Dead crossover. And she comes out, she's like, oh my God, they could think. And he's like, yeah, well, I kill zombies. That's what I do.
I like it. For me, I would just, because I am, like you, a huge fan of the zombie genre. And there's nobody better than George Romero.
Oh, yeah.
And this movie, in a way, reminded me of Day of the Dead. Because you've got Bub, the smart zombie, who's like starting to think.
Yes.
And Romero is going this way. I mean, this was kind of like his plan, because you go from Day of the Dead to Land of the Dead, where the zombies really start to like problem solve and think.
Mm-hmm.
But what this movie was really missing was, like, in all zombie movies, man is the real monster, right? Like, give me fucking more Malkovich and turn that guy up to 11 and just make him evil. Like, give me a reason to hate that guy. Like, make him the bad guy of the movie. This movie didn't really have a bad guy, unless you want to count the Bonies. Like, there was really no villain.
Yeah, and the Bonies felt like they were shoehorned in so that they would have a bad guy.
Yeah, you could do away with them and just make Malkovich the villain of this. And, like, just up the gore. Like, really just Romerify it. And just really go hardcore. And you would still have that love story. And the cure being love or whatever. But at the end, like, hell, I mean, maybe Malkovich shoots fucking R in the head and ends it.
Have it in Romero fashion. The good guys rarely win.
And it really is Romeo and Juliet, because then she kills herself and comes back as a zombie or something.
Oh,
you know,
there
like,
you go.
And kills her dad as a zombie. Like that. Give me some real dark shit. Give me the darkness. That's what I want.
I love it.
Yeah. Shall we Nick Cage it?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to be the Rob Corddry role.
Yeah, he'd be great. That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, if I could add him in, because like I was kind of saying earlier, it almost seemed like the Bonies were unionized, and make him the leader of the Bonies.
Yeah.
You know, but just not even sick looking at all.
It's just Nicolas Cage
just him
smoking a cigarette, like, hey, we're gonna kill these people or what?
He's got like the leader's staff, and it's got like a zombie skull on top or something. But I think he'd be good in the Rob Corddry role.
Yeah, he definitely would. I'd like to see that. So yeah, I had two. I mean, actually two for this, because it's super easy. I could do in one step.
Yeah, you got Malkovich right there, man.
Oh, I wasn't even going Malkovich. Oh,
Are you
there's
serious?
so many easy ways to do this.
Cyrus the Virus.
I could go Malkovich, Con Air to Nick Cage. I could go Nicholas Hoult to Renfield to Nick Cage.
Oh, that's right.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Nicholas Hoult to Mad Max Fury Road to Charlize Theron.
Oh.
Who is in an animated movie. She lends her voice called Astro Boy. Which also features the vocal stylings of one Nicolas Cage.
Oh.
I want to make it a little more difficult. But yeah, you could do this like a million ways from Sunday. You could connect it. Yeah.
I mean, Cyrus the Virus is one of the best.
John Malkovich. That one got past me.
That almost makes Con Air a Malkovich movie. He's so good in that movie.
I've connected. I think Con Air might be my most used movie. Between Con Air and Face Off, I think those are the two. So I wanted to try to branch out a little bit.
I gotcha.
And do something a little less known. So Astro Boy was where I went.
I love it.
Thank you. Let's rate it.
I'm going 3.
3?
Yeah, and I think honestly, like the story, there was just so much about it that I didn't really dig that much, but there was a lot that I did love. Like the zombie thing, the world building. It didn't really, like, I'll never see this again. It didn't really blow my mind in that way. There's better zombie movies and there's better love movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so, and there's better, after Lisa Frankenstein, there's better dead love movies, you know?
Better necrophilia movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just breaking all of our rules here, man.
So I said that I'd seen this before. I know I'd seen this before. Couldn't remember anything about it. Felt like I didn't like it. So I went into this with real low expectations. But I gotta say, I kind of dug it. I love zombie stuff. I love like the flipping of the expectations, you know, the zombie inner monologue. Like, I've always had this idea. Like, it's always occurred to me. Like, can zombies have thoughts? Do they remember their past lives? Do they remember anything? And I really like that aspect of it. If I take points off of this movie, first of all, it's the criminal underutilization of John Malkovich. Like, you don't put that guy in a movie and give him like 5 minutes of screen time.
No.
There should have been way more John Malkovich. The CGI for the bonies did not age well. Took me out of the movie a good bit.
Yeah.
But as far as like performances, I really like Nicholas Hoult in this. I can't remember her name, but I really like the girl that played Julie. I thought she was really
whatever
good.
happened to her?
I checked her out on IMDb. She's been in other stuff. She's still acting. I just don't think she's like really become like a household name of someone you would recognize.
Yeah, I thought she was pretty great in this.
She was good. Cordery was good. I'm gonna go 3.5.
Yeah,
I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it, and it was an hour and 38 minutes. It breezed by. Like, I had a good time with it. Yeah, I didn't hate this movie. Like, I don't know that I'd go back and watch it again.
Yeah.
But I thought it was better than average. I got some laughs out of it. I enjoyed the story. 3.5. That's what I'm going with. Yeah. Well, this will be our second to last October episode. We're in our Boo've Got Mails.
I was waiting. I was making hard eye contact with you, waiting for Boo've Got Mails.
So we both, this was kind of a joint decision.
I think this was obvious from the get-go. This is the first movie when we said that we were going to do this for October that both of us said.
Yeah, The Craft.
Yeah, of course.
And I haven't seen the movie.
Veruza Balk?
I haven't seen the movie in so long, but I feel like this is the horror equivalent of a fried green tomatoes, Steel Magnolias kind of thing. It's going to be a lot of girls, girl power, friends, female empowerment.
Witches.
Yeah, where my witches at?
I mean, this movie came out, I was like 13, 14, about the same time as Spice World. And those two movies pretty much lifted me up by each of my arms and carried me into puberty.
Wow. Yeah. I've never seen Spice World. It's on our list.
Well, it's not going to have the same effect now that the internet's there. Like, you don't need Spice World the way I needed it back in 97. But yeah, The Craft was there for me. And it's still, I mean, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen it in a few years. I'm betting it holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been years and years since I've seen The Craft. But join us next week and watch the movie, hear us talk about the movie that really formed young CJ from just like a soft pile of clay to a rock hard man.
Yeah, seeing women put on black lipstick, ooh, man.
Yeah. It's where all of our goth fantasies have come from.
That's pretty much right,
The Craft, yeah. All right, but until next week when we do our final spooky season movie, The Craft, please check us out wherever you get your podcasts at. Rate us, review us, follow us on Facebook. You can find us real easy at You've Got Mails. CJ always makes a great meme every week. I can't stop talking about these memes. I love them. I love them so much. They'll make your cold dead heart beat again. I promise. And email us at you've.gotmails@yahoo.com. The emails have dried up a little bit. We're looking for people to reach out and tell us where you're from, where you're listening, how you found us. I thought maybe, asking you if you'd have sex with a sexy fish man would get you going. I'd get some answers, but nothing. How about an undead Nicholas Hoult? Would you fornicate with that? Let me know. I got to know. Reach out to us at the email. But until next week, everyone stay romantic and don't be shitty to each other.
Nice. Want to go get some Taco Bell?
Yes. Let's chalupa it up.